not that evil. Each character has their own dynamic of dealing with what they are. Some people believe it as a what. Some people believe it as, oh crap, I'm this monster. Some people believe it as the best thing that's ever happened to them in their entire life. So it's very much not one-dimensional as per most werewolves are. Most werewolves that are shown in cinema, and even on TV, are one-dimensional. They're a monster, they're going to go out and kill you, blah, 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 blah.
Question.
Just to clarify, in your mythology, once they transform, their personality influences their actions.
If they are advanced, it's a sliding scale.
Okay.
If you're a brand new werewolf, instincts tend to take over.
Okay.
It's kind of like being lost in the woods. I can't really think that the instincts are there and the instincts take over. Okay? Over time, you begin to become more accustomed to it. And yes, you are able to override the animal instincts.
Right.
With your own intellect.
Or is it more of a utilization with the maturation process? You have instincts, but you recognize and follow them, allow them, you use them as a tool as opposed to a natural selection.
Yes, in Freeborn, you can have a 2-footed, big, huge werewolf standing there, if he's been a werewolf for a long time, and not attack you. And realize that he's probably scaring the pee out of you right now.
Now, I use this analogy roughly, but in obviously much later evolution, you got the beast reading books. Is that the level where somebody could choose?
Werewolf advanced, yes.
Okay.
Werewolf advanced, yes.
I would think if you've got full control over being a werewolf, you probably just stay in for it's really hard to turn pages. As a werewolf.
While you're reading, yes. As a matter of fact, a couple of the characters in Freeborn have been wolves for a long time, and have, once they learned how to keep from shifting, stopped altogether. Because for them personally, if now that they have control over it, they have no desire to become that. Because they don't like what it does to themselves. They don't like what happened. So they've actually held off. So there's like groups of wolves that will sit around and talk. Hey man, why don't you go out and shift? We're gonna go out in the woods. We're gonna hang out over the weekend. We're going camping. Just do some hunting, release ourselves, go do some wild and crazy stuff. You should go. You haven't shifted in like 3 years. You're putting on pounds. Go lose some weight. Come shift. It's great. It's a great workout program. The act of shifting into a wolf burns carbs very fast.
Yes, you.
I was wondering in the series, if a wolf was to mate with a human, would the child come out as a werewolf, or would it have a gene as well?
We need Megan for that. We have the mythology for that. We need Megan for that. What I believe is that is a female dominant gene. Is that if it is a female werewolf and a male human, the child will definitely be a werewolf. If it's a male werewolf and a female human, it will not be a werewolf. And there are those. It is rare that there is a werewolf baby. It's very rare there's a werewolf baby. But it does happen. They don't start shifting until they get a little bit older.
What if he
but they grow up with it.
While they're having sex and he bites you?
That's a good possibility.
It's hard not to, isn't it?
It's a good possibility that you're going to wind up 9 months with that. Absolutely.
Is there negative side effects for not transforming?
Sorry, say what?
I said, is there negative side effects for not transforming?
Yes. You gain weight. A lot of weight. You get out of shape. Basically, what happens when your body is used to burning metabolism, you got a high metabolism, you're used to burning all that stuff on a regular basis, and then you decide not to do it, but you're still eating like you do, okay? Also, you get frustrated because you still kind of get the paces. You just kind of get I'm frustrated, I want to go out, I want to burn out some steam, I'm not going to do it. Knowing you have an outlet and refusing to take it, it's like quitting smoking. Man, I really want a cigarette right now. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. What? You know, sooner or later, it's going to cause some. It's going to cause some psychological issues.
Will there be natural born werewolves? I mean, natural werewolves, or are they all bitten?
We dive into that a little bit, but that's just something that you're just going to have to watch and kind of see, and I mean that serious.
You talked about earlier about the topic of control, and I wondered if maybe you guys would have like a shippers anonymous, where you come in and you're struggling with it. Whenever you have a group of people who are supporting you, and maybe you have like, oh, I'm trying not to, but I want to get into it.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Jack. Hi, Jack. I haven't shipped in 3 years.
Nice.
I like it. That's fantastic.
It's a great comment, and oddly true, because the character of Jack in Freeborn hasn't shifted in 3 years. Honestly. So when you see the show, you'll see that, oh, Jack hasn't shifted in 3 years. Hey, did they get that from me?
In Being Human, they have dog fights. And I was wondering if you thought about or are doing something like that. Saying
It depends on the group. Yeah, it could happen.
Do you have
Down the
human
line.
fights instead? When whoever loses, dies?
I'm going to come down here because I can't hear the questions.
The Michael Phelps of vampires. Michael Phelps of werewolves.
Werewolves?
Humans duel. Yeah, humans fight to the death.
Yeah, no. Okay, how many? Listen, let's be honest.
Instincts will kick in eventually.
Let's be honest. How many people in this room right now, today, would agree to go outside for a fight to the death with anybody? To the death, honestly. To the death. The car's in the parking lot.
I'll do it. I'll come back.
I'll take you on. No,
But
it's easy to say.
Yeah, I know.
It's easy to say and go, yeah, I'll do it. But you know,
Okay, here.
honestly,
In the 1800s, and we still have them now, but they're a lot more underground. We've got fighting rings, underground fighting rings. Nope, I love telling you.
don't talk about Fight Club.
Shut up. In the werewolf realm, yeah, there are going to be groups that are going to have those underground fight rings and fight each other. Probably not to the death because nobody's going to want to do it. But they are going to fight. They are going to fight to see who's better. Not who's alpha, but just who's better. We bring in over time our own human emotions, and humans instinctually, as just ourselves, like to fight. We do. And so, they were going to fight as werewolves too. But it's probably not going to be shown, or it will be shown for a while, but it's definitely a part of not just the werewolf society, but the human society as well.
So no special.
Now that it's gone from movie to a series, is there any planned or estimate on how many episodes are expected for the first?
We've actually written 4 seasons so far. Major Booth and Eric Kelly have written, literally mapped out 4 seasons of plot lines, ranging from everything, and you don't even see a hunter until like season 2 or 3, somewhere around there. This isn't about humans versus humans versus werewolves.
And following up on that, are there any names on actors that we might recognize that are
Recognizable names? Have you ever heard of Camden Toy?
Yes.
Camden is in it. From Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
3 times.
He's got a big fan he's got a big following in the horror crowd. And if you've ever seen Camden, that smile of his is just unreal. We have some other people that we're kind of talking to that I can't announce at this point in time that we're looking at. We do have, and I can go ahead and say this now, anybody ever see, what was she in? They Live? Who likes They Live? Great show. There's an actress in that's got these bright blue eyes. She's also in like Masters of the Universe and in a bunch of episodes of Stargate and that kind of thing. We've got her in this as well. We've got...
I think her official name is that lady with the snaky eyes.
Yeah, that lady with the great blue eyes, and I'm having a mental block because my brain is dead, huh? Megan, Meg Foster.
There we go.
Meg Foster
Hey, I got close.
accepted a role.
She's
so
perfect.
She's got a role. And Victoria's got a role. We've got a couple other actors that we're in negotiations with that won't have major roles. What we didn't want to do was make this the star show. In casting this, I went for talent. I wanted to establish characters that could be believable in these roles over, are they a big popular name? They'll be big popular names by the time this is out. In September, everybody will know these faces because they'll see them perform and see them act like werewolves, and it'll be nice and scary. Okay? And cool, and fun, and funny. There's some funny shit that happens in Freeborn. Not necessarily gags, but think about it. It's a werewolf. Honestly, would a werewolf sit and watch werewolf movies? We can crack jokes about it. You know, a group of werewolves sitting around, you know, watching Bitten, you know, or watching, you know, Cursed.
Wouldn't it be great if we could walk on ceilings like that?
Like, this is awesome, man!
Or Howling too. Look, we have a hive queen who can shoot lightning bolts. We're like the Borg.